everyone, it's Caroline Wu here in Beijing. You're watching China Plus. Today we are going to take you guys on a walk here at the Cloisonné Art Museum to get acquainted with the Cloisonné Art enamel, which reflects the essence of the Chinese culture. So I want to guys take some time to say hi to you guys, and if you guys are with us right now, please say hi. Let me refresh the page really quick and say hi to us. Take a look at what's behind me. This is a giant Cloisonné enamel. We can, take some time to appreciate that while I am refreshing the page to say hi to you guys. We see Ronnie, we see Jessie, and Jessie said, I can see you, and Claire, see and hear you, Caroline, and we see Brad, Wayne, and yeah, please share and like this video. Thank you, guys. All right, so we also have our guest here today. This is the curator of this museum, Mrs. Yao. Welcome. 欢迎，欢迎。你好。你好. Yeah, so let's take a look what's over here displayed in this hall. This is including 5 elements, five elements we're talking about: the metal, the wood, water, fire, and earth. I think my understanding is that in the production process, it's mixing the water and the earth together, but also on top of it, we can see the golden color, which, in 5 elements, we call it the metal. So it's shiny with a luster. Very exquisite, very excellent work that we're looking at. And also, this is what we normally would imagine for the traditional Cloisonné enamel. This is a big one. And when you see the Cloisonné enamel here in China, that you would normally see quite many symbols or patterns, images, such as ladies, from ancient China, and peonies, which represent nobility, wealth, and power. And sometimes you get to see lotus, represents auspiciousness. It's a symbol of auspiciousness. We get to see Amanda, Louis, Guy, and Ivana, John, and we see Donnie. Yeah, this is very beautifully. And also what I like about this one, I think it's lotus. I think it's lotus. And 那是乌龟吗，老师？ All right. Okay, so the lotus at the bottom, and this is a kind of insect and represents the wealth. Okay, you can see they are actually having a coin, an ingot, ancient kind of money, ancient Chinese money. They are having that in their mouth. That means that it's a symbol of collecting the wealth. All right, let's take a look what's behind us this way. So if you just started to join us, we are here at Cloisonné Art Museum to appreciate the techniques and also the traditions, the history of the Cloisonné enamel. And take a look at what's on my left side. Yeah, any of these things are excellent works. They're also the collectibles. Let me give you some information about the Cloisonné enamel. It's first introduced in ancient Greece and then became very popular in Europe. And in the 11th and the 12th century, it spread to Persia, then came to China during the Yuan dynasty. So the handicraft has a history of about 600 years in Beijing and prevailed in the Ming Dynasty. It's also called Jingtai Blue in Chinese, Jingtai Lan in Chinese. See, because the blue color is the most frequently used, so that's why it's having blue in its name, Jingtai Lan. And because it's prevailed in the Ming Dynasty Jingtai period, in this period, the enamel production techniques tend to be more mature, and the handicraft of the manufacture were very, very popular. So you get to see that they look like very luxurious, because the Cloisonné came into being at the Imperial Palace which played a very important role in the life of the royal family. And it's a very important part of the furnishing of the palace hall and the treasures of the palace hall. Also, you can see there are a lot of color. All these are the main color for these cloisonné enamels are blue, but usually they are mixed with. Okay, it's from Ming Dynasty. So these are from Ming Dynasty. So here we are here at the Cloisonné Art Museum, which is the first Cloisonné Art Museum here in China. It's not only a center for the preservation and the transmission of cloisonné enameling skills, but also a center for production and the demonstration of this intangible cultural heritage. So cloisonné enamel is listed on the National Intangible Cultural Heritage in 2006. This is a artwork that is from the Yuan Dynasty, at the end of the Yuan Dynasty. So a lot of them are actually the artifacts from ancient China, but some of them, I would say, they are from contemporary cloisonné. They are contemporary cloisonné enamel. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. I think there are two different kinds of version of this one. There's a giant one. This one is 40 inches, produced in 2009. 最小的. Okay, so we have a miniature version of this one. I think it represents peace because in Chinese it's called 和平尊. I think it's a symbol of peace. And at the bottom you get to see peacocks. 下边是孔雀对吧？下边孔雀. Yeah, let's take a look over here. At the bottom, there are some peacocks, which is very exquisitely done, very delicate. Take a look over here. At the very bottom, there are some cattle, some oxes at the bottom. So for this cloisonné enamel, there are quite many animals, pictures of animals on it. Okay. This is done for the founders of the People's Republic of China of the 60th years. It was done for that. So it's one of the Beijing handicrafts with the most national characteristics. This one is very beautiful, very nice color. So this actually breaks the inherent impression of the traditional cloisonné enamel because this one has more vibrant color with the yellow and the red, the orange color that's mixed with it. So later on for the second half of the show, we are going to try out and we are going to get to their workshop to see how the cloisonné enamel is made. So cloisonné enamel is not only for the display, for art display, art collection, but also it's incorporated into the daily lives, very close to life. For example, like this one, you get to see this is something that's used by ancient Chinese to hold, food, to carry food. 装饰品类, yeah, that's what I was just saying. It's carry food. You get to imagine that the family member or the wife bring the food using this one to the husband when he's working in ancient China. Very interesting. So Jingtai was actually the name of the emperor in Ming Dynasty. I want you guys to take some time to take a look at this one. This is magnificent. It's giant. Let's take some time to take a look at this one. So the things that are presented here, the exhibits that are presented here represent the highest level of the contemporary cloisonné art in China, which leading the development and the trend of the cloisonné. So this one was done in 2018. Yeah, this is a representative artifacts of the contemporary. This is a contemporary artifact. It's a clock, but also having all kinds of tiny gourds that are hanging from the top, because in China, gourds represent represents wealth, also longevity, yeah, and also good fortune. So this one, it's a not only having the practical value, but also have the aesthetic value. Very beautifully done. Also, there is a whole set of Cloisonné enamel, which with a different color. I think these are a whole bunch of ducks that are chilling. We have Ling and also Joan, Christina. We have Christine, Jason, Teresa. All right, Jesse said, "Ni hao, I am here." And we have Donnie, Amanda, and we see Mark White said, "Fantastic craftsmanship." Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much. And the Chinese screen here. Yeah, this one is in Chinese. It's called 福禄万代, which means good fortune, and also 禄 means 福 is good fortune, but 禄 means wealth. So 万代means more and more generations. So this, you can see the big giant one also comes with the smaller ones, tiny ones that's hanging on top of it, which is different from what we saw earlier. That one was a clock, but this one is just for display. So that means good fortune and also wealth, and also for more generations to come. So because yeah, for more generations to come. So very, very cute and very delicately done. I think there are 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. 9 of them that also have a meaning because in Chinese 9 is 9. 9 is longevity. 9 means long. So for many, many years to come, that means. 这个是和平尊吧? Yeah, so this is the larger version that we saw earlier. The 和平尊, that's the one that represents peace. That's a larger version. Remember that we saw the miniature version on it. There are some birds and the peacocks at the bottom and the cattle at the bottom as well. Very. Okay. So cattle, oxes that represent not giving up, a spirit of never giving up. So yeah, a lot of the symbols have auspicious meanings, or they represent something. Because in China, you know, a lot of the paintings and images that you see, they all have meanings. We like to play with words. Yeah. So these are Cloisonné enamel that's incorporated into paintings that are hanging on the walls. Okay, so these are 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So yeah, autumn, I think, winter, different things we are having. So if you just started to join us, we are here at Cloisonné Art Museum, which is the first Cloisonné Art Museum here in China. And so these are the 那也是从古代来的。Oh wow! So these are actually the cultural relics from the Qing dynasty, found from France. These are the artifacts, the exhibits that Emperor Qianlong really likes. My understanding is that it is incorporated with the production skills, but also production skills of the Cloisonné art enameling, but also painting that mix with it. Okay. you get to see the works of the production and techniques of the Cloisonné Art enameling, which we are going to experience very soon. On top of it, you get to see the metal or the copper wire that's being soldered on top of it. We are going to see how it's done later on. So this is each piece, maybe a small piece of them, takes really, really long time. For example, like this one, it might take them 3 months to make, because it's very time-consuming thing, but also the result is very good. The result is going to turn out very good, so it's worth it. We're going to see how it's done. This looks like it's for makeup, or for maybe for makeup. I don't know. Looks like. Okay. Okay. So these are the artifacts that are from Qing Dynasty. Yeah. Okay. That's like a plate. So this one, I think in Chinese it's called 一帆风顺. That means everything goes well or have a favorable wind all the way. 一帆风顺. We can get a closer look, see how the copper wire is bended or curved into such an exquisite piece. So Cloisonné enamel, it's being used for art collection, art installation, interior decoration, product packaging, or daily necessities we're talking about. So these are for display there. But later on, we are going to see the photos and pictures, videos of how they are being incorporated into the indoor and outdoor architectural decoration projects. And sometimes they are being given as a national gift, because they're they're treasures, and sometimes being given at a international affairs as a gift, or sometimes at the business event they were being given as a business gift. Take a look at these. It's like a water bottle, something like that, to hold water. Yeah. So this one has a handle and must be used for something from the Qing Dynasty, Middle Qing Dynasty. I think it's also used. Yes, yeah, it's also being, you can put stuff in it. You can put stuff in it. So in Ming Dynasty, so these are from Qing, yeah, I think these are from Qing Dynasty. You can see the copper body, it's very heavy and very thick. They look like they're very heavy. Mainly, Cloisonné represented by Emperor Qianlong in the Qing Dynasty. The style is very diverse. Oh, this one's like a double water bottle mixed together. Very creative design back then. Oh, this is actually a contemporary exhibit. This is from the 70s. Yeah, from the 70s. This is a very contemporary. Yeah, no wonder. Very creative. The style is pretty diverse. It's very, very diverse. Oh, so this is for the emperor to use. You can see he used that to write calligraphy. All these are used when he is working. That's Emperor Qianlong. The bows and these are from the Qianlong period, and I think this is the pinnacle of the Cloisonné enamel, the peak period, and these are all ruyi. That's the symbol of auspiciousness, because it has a curved shape. they are called ruyi. And we sometimes get to see them being displayed at home to express a wish for good fortune. And take a look this. It was done in the 80s, but such a... Okay, from the 80s was done. This is a bronze chariots and horses of the Qing Mausoleum. Very delicate and smoothly done, everything. So this is actually a contemporary exhibit. So contemporary cloisonné has a new breakthrough and improvement from the design concept and the artistic performance, as well as the skill level. You get to see the glaze color. It's more comprehensive. My understanding is that also the enamel filling and the polishing has made great progress than before. These are more delicate and more smooth than the cloisonné enamel we saw earlier from ancient China, from Qing or Ming Dynasty. All right, let's go to the other side. There is another exhibition hall. If you just started to join us, let us know, okay? We are here at Cloisonné Art Museum. And to get acquainted with the cloisonné enamel, and because they are the essence of the Chinese culture. We get to see, Jesse said we have a technical issue. Are we okay now? So Mark White said, fantastic craftsman, thank you. 他们说声音有点问题。I think a lot of them are from the contemporary China. This is a whole set of cloisonné enamel under the same theme. Oh, from the 1951. Also, take a look at this tool right here. This is what ancient Chinese used to polish the cloisonné enamel, which nowadays people don't use that anymore. Yeah, what they do is they step on it and then, going back and forth to step on it, and then so that this thing can be polished. We'll probably need some guy to stand on it to see how it's done, but we actually have a photo here. So nowadays we don't need that anymore, but we do have a photo of how this thing works. If we take a look on this side, there is a photo of how this polishing tool is used. See, people is sort of sitting or standing on it and stepping on the wood stripes. Yeah, that's how they polish it. But over here, these are all the tools, the tweezers and all kinds of copper wire, the things that they used to make the cloisonné enamel. And look at those very exquisite, very tiny copper wire. They are actually the things to, stick on the enamel beforehand, before they are being making into the artifact. So these are all the tools we're talking about to make. Also, on this side, these are all the pigment, the enamel pigment used to fill the cloisonné enamel. Oh yeah, for sure. So this model shows how the cloisonné enamel is made, including making the body. The first making process is making the body, and the second making process, copper wire curving, which is over there. Copper wire curving, that's the second step. And later on, we are going to see how these are curved and bended into a particular decorative shape. Downstairs, it's on the second floor. This is the third floor process, which is enamel filling. These are all pigments, enamel pigments that is used to fill the enamel. Okay, so that is enamel firing. After the coloring process, they are using it to fire that with high temperature, so that the color and the copper wire is going to stay. They need to fire that for many times, and then after that, it's polishing. Polishing is right there. That guy is doing the polishing. That's making it a certain shape, maybe circular or something like that. So it's a shape like this, like a crane that has to be done like this. After polishing, they need to clean it and then do the gliding, which is the golden plating as well. So that it's going to have a luster on top of this enamel. Wow, this whole process is very complete. So you get to understand how it's done and comprehend everything, how it's done. But later on, we are going to see the actual people. There's a workshop that's downstairs. We are going to see how it's done. Very cool process. Oh, wow, look at that. This is beautiful. I'm going to have to pick some of my favorite cloisonné enamels here today. Let's see. So far, my favorite one is the gourd, the 9 gourd we're talking about that represents the wealth, represents the wealth and good fortune from generations to come. That one, 福禄万代, that's my favorite so far because it's so big and also have good meanings. Yeah, sometimes when you see the cloisonné enamel that has a handle on top of it, that probably means it's being used for daily life. It's very closer to life. These are some of the awards, trophies from the 1980s that represent longevity. Yeah, represent good fortune and longevity. So it looks like it's a whole set. That one, the bigger one, probably have some peonies. Yeah, you get to see on the top of it, represent nobility, good fortune. These are all very beautiful things we are looking at. 小动物. Where? Oh, look at that. How cool, how cool. Wow, look at those tiny animals. So you can have them and then to display at home, and the kids will love them. This is like a pond that we're having all kinds of animals to play together. Okay, so that was actually exported to foreign countries in the 70s. So there are some little piggies, and there's some rabbit. It's having a big basket on its back. Right. There are all kinds of animals, some bears. Very tiny. Oh, some Asian ladies, beautiful ladies over here. We take a closer look. And we see James said, beautiful video. And Michelle Cha said, I can hear and hear you loud and clear. Great. So if you just started to join us today, we are here at Cloisonné Art Museum to get acquainted with the Cloisonné enamel and see how they are produced. And also, at the last part of the show, I am going to try out the coloring process, which is going to be super fun. Look at this. It's also to hold water, but also it has a handle to lift it. These are all contemporary Cloisonné enamels. Oh. Okay. So these are all for contemporary sports games. We're talking about some panda pictures, panda patterns on top of the vases. Yeah, 1960s, from what I'm looking at, 1960s to 1970s, these are all the works that was done. Yeah. So yeah, you get to see that it's very different sometimes being used in the contemporary, like sports games, some panda mascot with being incorporated into the Cloisonné enamel. But sometimes you get to see different. So it's very diverse. The style is very different. The things, the patterns that incorporated in the Cloisonné enamel, it's very diverse, very different. Animals can be literary paintings, landscape, or insects, or having a lot of different kinds of flowers, plants that represent different kind of meanings, and it's very different. There's a turtle, and there's a crane that represents longevity. This is from the 1995. So these are the award trophies of the Chinese film 100 Flowers award trophy. And look at these, a whole set of them. So this is one of the most famous Chinese film festival here in China. So you can see the actress. One of them is Liu Xiaoqing, one of the most well-known actresses in China. She is holding this trophy. Back then, I think it's a long time ago. They're under different themes, I think, different patterns and colors. Yeah, so you can see that Cloisonné enamel can be used to incorporate it into many things that we are used for the daily life, like trophies, or sometimes get to see that they are being incorporated into very exquisite daily necessities like tables, chairs, bed, things like that. Very, very cool. So these are all national gifts over here. This one, I would have to say this is my one of. So this is the 2014 Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Meeting. This is也是一个国礼，对吧？ It's a national gift. What I like is this color. It's very different from the traditional cloisonné enamel we're talking about. It has a lot of blue color, but this one is very colorful, and it's very. I would say it's a very symphonious color mixture. The pink, the green. It's eye candy to me. I would say it's the apple of my eye. I really like this color. Yeah.
植物当中比较大的叶子叫做龟背竹的叶子跟芭蕉树的叶子，它这里边有一个家业事业国业的寓意。
Okay. All right. So this one is also what I really like about 2015. It was done in 2015. Also, these are all national gifts. APEC, a lot of.
书记的伴手礼，这 APEC 期间的伴手礼。
Careful. Yeah. A lot of them are for APEC. Designed for APEC. Yeah, a bigger one.
成立60周年的礼物。
Okay.
这叫做八桂飘香，这个是2017年1月18号送给日内瓦万国公的礼物，这是习总书记代表中央政府去送过去的。
Okay.
叫做盛世欢歌。
So this one was actually a gift in 2015 from the Chinese government. From the People's Republic of China, give it to the United Nations office at Geneva in 2015. It's a national gift. You can see that President Xi is presenting this gift to the United Nations office at Geneva. Very exquisite, big, giant one. There's peacock on it. These are all very auspicious symbols. Peonies, yeah, we get to see that a lot on the national gifts, the peonies, because it represents nobility, wealth, and power. So some of them you get to see they are having very high practical value. So this one and what's behind that, these are all being used in our daily life. Like what's behind us, it's probably similar to what you're seeing in the front. It's used for the outdoor Cloisonné water fountain in 2005. It's called a blossoming riches. So yeah, a lot of water fountain they would have that kind of Cloisonné enamel as a decoration. So what's behind hanging on the wall? It's also the Cloisonné decoration for the terminal, VIP terminal at Beijing International Airport. This was done in 2007. Yeah. Cloisonné enamel, it's being developed. It's being fitted into more the airport, the outdoor decoration, commercial decorations. Another outdoor, it's called a rhythm. Wow, look at this one. This is like, because fish that represents abundance. Because in Chinese, fish is 鱼 in Chinese, so that means abundance. Okay, so you at the Beijing conference. They're not only for art collection, but also can be used for yeah. So on this, okay. I see what I'm looking at. So for the photos, you get to see these are within a washing basin, the door handle, and 8 treasures decorative paintings. They are done in 2011. So you can see those. These are used. The wash basin, the door handles, or the ceilings. These are all different components that are used to decorate the conference hall. Ah, interesting. A project for the Beijing Municipal Government Reception Hall in 2013. So these are the components. All right, let's go to the second floor. Now we are about to go to the second floor, their workshop, to see how the Cloisonné art, Cloisonné enamel is done. Let's see their techniques and production process. And let's take a look at the video, and we'll be right back. We hope you enjoy the video. Welcome back. Now we are here at their workshop of the Cloisonné Art Museum, and to observe the process of making the Cloisonné enamels. See how delicate that is. So this gentleman right here, he is, I would say, bending or curving, make beautiful curves on the Cloisonné enamel. That's already after it's done. The one of the steps, which is called base hammering, is done. After that, they are doing the copper molding and then welding the copper wire on top of it. It's very delicately done, and it's under strict inspection for every step, and every small bottle would take them for like 3 months to make. You can see he is bending all kinds of little, circular or particular patterns. It's very time-consuming. Each one of them, like this one, takes 3 months to make. So in the hands of those craftsmen, these thin strips of metals, usually copper, are bended into these decorative patterns. And these things are entirely handmade. Before they are, putting that little copper wire on top of it, they would have designers to draw the patterns, to create the patterns or things beforehand. Oh yeah, take a look over there. So he is bending that copper wire. You get to see this picture right here. This is their design. Yeah, their design, and then they would use a paper. I think the paper, like carbon paper, to copy the pattern on this enamel, and then do the enamel wiring, and then do the curving and bending of these little. Yeah, and then they would do the carving and the bending of these metal wires on top of it. So like what we showed you earlier, we have a print of the creation, the papers that they designed first, and then copy that pattern to the enamel, and then bend these little copper wire, and then soldering them on top of it. So every one of them is very proficient in the process. This is a collective work. This is very complex. Cloisonné enamel, it's very complex and exquisite process. This is a very demanding process. It needs to be done in one operation. This way. You can see these are things that completely handmade. And any small error would spoil this beautiful piece. They would only move on to the next step after the strict inspection. So now they are doing the soldered, or they would attach or solder these copper wire to the bronzeware, on surface of the bronzeware. You can see the patterns already draw on the bronzeware already. They are already drawn on it, or I would say copied on it, not drawn on it. Yeah, using these papers and copy that onto the bronzeware, and then soldering them onto the top of the bronzeware. You can see the glue is over here. Yeah. To attach them to it. But that's not at all. That's not all the steps that we're looking at. If we move on to the other side. Okay. That's after the firing, right? Okay. So these little patterns, you can see, they're all very miniature walls, like little cellular spaces. You can see these little cellular spaces. They're creating like miniature walls. They are used to fill the color, the cellular color or mineral pigments. They're like a little circular shapes. And later on, the color is going to be filled into that. Okay, let's move on to the next stop. Oh, now this is the coloring process we're talking about. Ah, so this is a enamel filling, which also means the coloring process. So this is the first process. So this is the first part of the coloring. They are going to do it. They are going to do it a couple times, and this is after the firing. 烧过的. This is the first after firing for the first time, but it's going to be a couple times. The tools that they would use, including the straw, like this one, we are going to try out later. We're going to use that. You have to do the coloring in an upright position. Okay, that's us. the coloring for the second time. It looks like this.
在第一遍的基础上再上第二遍的颜色。
And you can see this color pigment, mineral pigment. They mix with water with the powder. These are all, my understanding is silicon dioxide or silicate. They're used to fill and level or to level up the cloisonné enamel. Usually what needs to be done for 3 times. They would fill up that for 3 times. Wow, that is so beautiful. Look at that. It's already leveled up. You can see that it's already filled up because it's even. You know, when you get to, since we are here, we get to see the process. If it's done, then it would be even on the surface. Cannot touch it. Come over here. You can see it's even. This flower, these peonies, it's even already because it's already done, the coloring, the level up. But if it's not done yet, see, there is no color here, and it's indented. See, it's indented. Yeah, wow, that is beautiful. If we take a closer, how he is doing that. So the coloring process is also the filling and leveling process. Wow, that is so exquisite. That is so exquisite. So that's why they are saying, 这个要多久啊? This one takes a month.
3到4遍以后完成作品以后才需要1个月的时间。
这个整个要做多久制作？
整个作品就要6个月。
6个月, yeah. This one takes 6 months. That's what I thought because we were saying the smaller ones, smaller bottles, yeah, takes about 3 months. But this one, including the whole process of, you know, the hammering, forging, and also the bending of the copper wires and coloring, firing process, it takes about 6 months. Ah, so this is coloring for the second time. It looks like this. Yeah. It's shinier and the colors are, it's like more saturated than the earlier ones we saw. And yeah, those are all the things that after the curving of the copper wire, there is no colors being filled yet. Yeah, so after all these things that we were talking about, we saw earlier, they need to fire them, burn them with really, really high temperature, maybe I think it's 600 degree to 800 degree. And then, you know, that's high temperature burning is also means welding so that it's going to stay very long time. All right, let's go to the, yeah, 那边有个店我们可以去看一下. So there is a, yeah, that's boutique sales room. I just want you guys to see how it's being used into the daily lives. If you just started to join us, let us know you are there and please say hi to us. Please say hi to us and also you need to be very, very careful. There are a lot of people here. Yeah, some are art collections, some displays here. Some gourd. Gourd means longevity. So if you just started to join us, we are here at Cloisonné Art Museum to get acquainted with the cloisonné enamels and get to know about the production process and how it's being used or incorporated into the daily lives. There's some accessories and decorations we are looking at. Some bracelets that is also having the cloisonné enamel. I really like this one. This is a, yeah, this is a nice color. I would totally have it. I would totally like, you know, buy that. So beautiful. Wow. Yeah, that's so exquisite. Look at that.
可以开口。
Can I try it? So this is Cloisonné， 这也是就是景泰蓝的一部分在上面。Yeah, so you can see that it's incorporated into this bracelet and also having some diamonds. That is so beautiful. It looks chic. Yeah, very glamorous. And another kind of style for the bracelet.
这些都是年轻人戴的。
Yeah, for younger people to wear them.
年轻人戴咱们这。
And the rings.
这是戒指。
戒指 ，Yeah, these are rings.
扣。
Oh, okay, that's for your scarf.
纱巾的。
That's help make your scarf stay. I don't know how to use it. I've never seen this before. Anyway, yeah. So these are decorations for people's daily wear, ladies' daily wear. A lot of are being displayed here. Let's go this way. 这边走下去是吧？ Okay, so now we are going to go to the first floor, which I am going to try out the coloring process. So please enjoy the video, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. So Jesse, let me answer your question. You're asking, do they have a purple bracelet? I'm pretty sure they have all kinds of colors you're talking about, and all kinds of styles. Maybe you can get some for your friend or anything like that, because it's deeply rooted in here in Beijing, the culture. So now we're here at this another room that for visitors who are very curious and interested into doing the coloring process. So now we are having this gentleman right here to teach me how to do. This is 天坛 ，Yeah, right? 我们要画这个是吧？
对对对，你这个这是我们这是体验
，Yeah，
体验，而且这个呢是第3道工序，第1道工序刚才你们也看了是制摊儿
，Yeah，
是吧？我们叫器形，
对。
第2道呢是掐丝，掐丝完了以后呢。哎，我们现在呢就要点蓝，点蓝。
不用介绍，直接上颜色。好。时间长。
行，完了您呢，直接的，完了您来体验一下， 体验一下，就把这个直接你看、
啊
这个啊，看，直接看，这样，是吧？完了这边呢渐变一下，看，看，渐变一下。
So it's like a gradient color he is trying to create.
对。来，您来亲手的。
对，这里是绿色的。
对，都是绿色的。我们这儿。
So these are I'm going to color the green grass.
对。
So it's going to make this painting more colorful.
对。
老师，您站到我这边来，站到我左边来。
没问题。
So I use this kind of spoon thing. I feel like the mineral. The pigment is like a sand. It feels like a very sandy.
对。
Yeah. So it's mixed with all kinds of minerals and silicone.
对，完了再点这个颜色，让它渐变一下。
Silicon dioxide.
这个颜色，对，这个的。
So we are trying to make it gradient. So I'm having another different kind of a green color.
对，这要点平。
Yeah. So this is the process. It's called filling up or enamel filling because it's not only a coloring process but also, we're trying to level up this Cloisonné enamel so that people can take it home after they visit the museum here.
对。把这再给它点一点，完了底这一层呢，再给它点一点那个浅色的。
这个东西就是这样磨平它是吧？
这样点，它是点不是磨。
哦。
看到没有？这是点。
So yeah, it's like a.
这点叫点蓝。
The process is like a.
要上色，看没有
？Dotting。
主要是拿水给它润平了。润平了，你看。第二个这个呢，你看这个啊，这个还得这样看，这儿得。
Okay, so Kenny is asking if this place is kids friendly. I'm not sure, but I think there are quite many exhibits that are being laid out on the outside. It's not in the window, so I guess it is. This area, at least, I would say it's definitely for kids because kids can come here to paint their own pandas or like cartoon characters. So yeah, I would still say it's a kid-friendly place, at least this area. But on the third floor, there are quite many displays. I would say maybe, parents can, hold the baby in their arms, not let them, running around. Very great question, Kenny. And anything else? Let's see. Okay, Jessie said, yeah, Caroline did a great job in researching today's topic. Thank you so much.
对。
Oh, that's beautiful. Look.
完了你把这儿你再给点一点。这个地方，来，
好，
再把这边点一点，好。
So these are craftsmen. They know really well about each patterns of the painting.
加点水。
加点水。Okay, I need some water. See, I need some water.
对，挺好。好。
Need a little bit more water.
对。对，这个地方就不能点这个了。这个地方你看这个地方啊。
It's blue.
这个地方就是天了。
Oh, I have another tool.
这个颜色，拿这管也行。
This is a straw. I'm gonna use a straw. I want to play with the straw.
这么着得吸完以后这直着点，看没有？这么着啊，看。
I want to play with the straw.
对，直着点，来。
为什么有不同的颜色？不同的不是，我就说为什么不同的这个？
以假仿真的，这个你看。对，没事。
I just ruined it. I ruined the painting.
对，你看这个棉花就得蘸一下水。
Oh, okay. If it's too much water, you can use the napkins.
直着点。
Oh, yeah. See, in a upright position.
对。
Fun.
好。这边再点一个深的，再点一个
深的是哪个？
这个是。
这个哈。
或者这也可以。
用那个深，对，那个好一些。
这个深的。
Yeah, I think this is a nicer color. It's
吸的时候不是你的吸的太少，这个再歪着吸，就这样。你看啊， 你看我这个，挨着吸，看，慢慢小球慢慢抬，得吸到这么多时候。对对对，抬那小球。
It's gotta be enough.
对，好。
Otherwise, it's all going to be
直着
water.
这。对，慢点，还再重新吸材料。
It's very hard to use. It's not as easy as you think.
行，可以，直着点，对，直着。
Why? There's no pigments at all. 明白了，老师，为啥？
它这个再给它点上点。对。
Yeah, that's right.
点当中，你看这个就不行了。这个就得要给它，你看你这个点的串色了，我们叫抠出来。就必须得抠出来。
So I just ruined that.
润色啊，给它点平了。
If the colors mix, I gotta use the tool to get it out.
点平了。
So now it's mixed with the green, the blue. It's so beautiful. Look at that. 好了是吗？这个。
行。
耶，谢谢你，
一个完整的天台。
感谢。High five. 老师您怎么称呼？
我是姓江。
姓江 ，Yeah, I want to thank Mr. Zhang for helping us out. So this is our creation for the day. I just did the grounds, the sky, and stuff like that. So half of it is my work, and I really thank you, Mr. Zhang, for helping us. And I will also thank our curator, Yao, Ms. Yao, for helping us out. Yeah. And so today we are here at the Cloisonné Art Museum to walk you guys through the Cloisonné enamel and get to know about its production process and experienced all kinds of beautiful things and look at all kinds of beautiful things here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tour, and I'm Caroline Gu. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.